All right, I cut out another bag that I created in my mind. I drew a sketch of. I think I showed you how I pieced it together with a piece of paper. So everything's cut out. Fingers are crossed that it goes together. So I'm going to pull the camera up and see if I can record me sewing this bag together. As long as my husband doesn't come in the house and make a lot of noise, I'm going to give it a try. So wish me luck, everyone, that my bag turns out the way my brain's wanting it to. Okay, on my lining, I am using 101 cotton fusible. Because this is pretty thin. I think I got this at Walmart or Hobby Lobby, but it's pretty flimsy. So I'm putting a fusible fleece on the back of this. I'm thinking about putting a lock on it. It will have a zipper closure, but I'm going for a little bling. I wished I had gold because I'm using gold, but and I think this one's way too big for this bag. So, and that's gold, but that's too big. Or I could use a magnet to just open and close it, which probably would be much easier as I'm just kind of learning. But I kind of like the hook and open thing too. But I think I'm going to do the magnet this one around, and since it doesn't match. So let's get sewing. Okay, so let's find the center. And how far am I going to go up? 2 inches. I'm just doing the magnet. So I think I'm just going to go up 1 inch. And that will, because I have to put it on 3/8. And I want to be able to top stitch. So maybe I better go up just another 1/4 inch. So I can do 3/8, I can fold it over, and I can top stitch without it hitting. So that's my plan. Oh boy, I don't know that I'm doing this right. I'm not supposed to. So you know what I'm going to do? That's going to be my, I'm not doing it right. So it needs to go on this. Right. And I said I'm going to go up 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. Now this is going to go like this, So I think I want this one to go here, and the bottom one goes on the bottom. Okay. I think I might have it. Let's see. Ooh, that's heavy. Wow. There we go. I'm a weakling. Okay, let me get my tape, and then we're going to sew around this. And this goes on to the other side. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then I will put on my handmade. I really wanted that up here. So since I already made a mistake, but I don't think you'll see it, I think that'll be fine. Because I want this right here. So let me get my stuff and I'll be right back. Okay. And I am doing, I believe, a 4th seam allowance right here. Forgive me, they're mowing outside. Well, not they, my husband. Did not go well. It's okay, I'm going to go back. Doesn't look bad. So I am going to just clip the curves. See how it turns out. And I'm going to top stitch this. Since I changed my thread, the ladies in the bag groups told me that they use thread from Wall Whack or Way Whack, kind of like tomato. My machine has really liking it. I mean, I haven't had problems with it since then. Okay, my flap is done. On to the next part. I'm going to work on my sides, which are circles, as you can see. And once again, I've got 101 interfacing on the back of the lining, and then fusible fleece I took out of the seam lines on my outer part. This one, I didn't do that. So I wanted to see if it made a difference when I'm sewing them up, since these are kind of my test. So let's work on the pockets and get that done. I made two different size pockets, one smaller and one larger, so maybe a cell phone if they don't want to put it inside their bag. This bag, I am not making pockets on the inside because it's kind of a barrel bag. And I'm sewing at 1/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to chain sew it. I'm not working on the straps yet because I'm not certain how I'm going to do my straps. So I'm going to top stitch this. Well, I'm under stitching first. And now I'm going to top stitch it. Let's see, are you seeing me real well? I don't know how to put my camera up so you guys can see me. I am doing still learning how to make this into a pattern, and I'm using the Affinity Designer. I'm trying the free trial period, And so far, I am liking it. So this is just going to go on like this, and I'm going to sew these around. Pockets are done, and I'm just going to baste these on. Because I'm going to use a binding on the inside. Oh, this isn't seeming to want to stay here. What's going on? I probably should use clips. Probably will on the next one, because it shifted on me. Yeah, see, it shifted. Ah. And I need scissors. So I'm not certain if I didn't get my circles in correct, or they don't look bad, I guess. All right. I am going to line these up and put some clips in here. Maybe that'll hold it in place as I'm sewing it around. Base this in place. Now the rest of the seam allowance, I'm going to use a 3/8. Yeah, that's a lot better. And this needs trim too. I don't think it makes much difference. I guess we'll find out. Okay, these are the pockets. And this is not on there right. And then I'm just going to baste this on. Seam allowance doesn't seem too thick. So here's one side of the pocket. I guess I could have put magnets on that, but I think it's going to be tighter once I get it. I think I'm going to have to let that thread out. All right, let's check this out. This doesn't seem like it's fitting on there right. Baste this on. Yeah, this is bigger. So I'm going to cut it right now. Okay, I'm going to set the pockets aside. I am going to work on the zipper. I make my tabs a little bit bigger, but I'm going to sew them at 1/4 of an inch. And I'll Boy, as you get older, it's just so hard to hold on to things. My hands just don't work like they used to. before I sew all the way around, I'm gonna cut this even with my zipper. I'll probably be cutting a lot more of this off. Now the next part of my bag is where I'm not sure how it's going to turn out because I'm terrible at measurements. But Babe Ruth struck out several times before he got a strike. All right, zipper's done. Let me grab my outside. So I want this zipper pull to go to the left. And I need to mark the center on both ends. I have been up a few different nights thinking about how I'm going to do this bag. I've been sharing my ideas with Chris from Sew Notes. She's been my cheerleader, telling me, do it, do it. So I'm doing it. Ah, that's kind of difficult here. So I'm going to do a little snip. And a little snip. Left side. And let me think. Zipper is going to be sandwiched in, so it goes upside down. So zipper facing the main panel. And I have no clue how well this bag is going to open up. Like I said, all right, and then should I do it all at once or not? That is the question. Do not know where I got this lining, but if I had to guess, I'm going to say Hobby Lobby or Walmart. All right, can I do this? I can do it. I can do this. I can do this. All right, here we go. And I wanted a 3/8, but I'd have to put my zipper foot on. But you know, that might look nice if I did. Hang on. Okay, I put my zipper foot on. Let's see how, I don't do that too often, but I bought it. Why am I not using it? I'm going to try to do 3/8 of a seam allowance. Come on. All right, let's see what it looks like. Woohoo! And now I'm going to top stitch that. I'm going to come back around. Oh my, I'm getting so excited. Okay, so I got that much done. So I bring this up this way, match up the centers and the sides. This isn't. Let's do the side first. And now I believe the lining should come up this way, so it looks like this. Oh, let this work, let this work. Oh, I don't know. I get a little nervous. I thought with the 70s fashions coming back, this would kind of fit right in this bag. I'm hoping to have it in pattern form and ready to sell, because I think I'm real close to figuring out how to get the pattern made. The instructions might be a little hard for me, writing instructions, because you know I have a problem of making sense. Well, I don't know that you know that, but I do. Let me see. I need this thing. Three-eighths seam allowance. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to top stitch. Oh my, how am I going to top stitch? I don't know if I did this right, guys. Let me pull you up so you can see me. Oh, I think I did. I think I did it right. But my problem is, seems like there's more lining than there is bag. That's with every lining, I guess. Now, how am I going to top stitch? Oh! Oh, you know what I was supposed to do too? I want a flap. I should have lined my flap up. I might have to undo that stitch because I needed this flap on here. Like this. All right, I'm going to have to shut the camera off and figure this part out. So, be back. Okay, I wanted to show you my progress. I had to unpick it from the other side of the zipper because I forgot the flap that I wanted and my handles. I figured out a way I think I'm going to do my handles. So, I am putting them on right now. Let me get some double-sided tape to hold that down. And I'm going in about an inch. Okay, that's what it looks like so far. One problem I'm not liking is I believe I made the zipper too short. It needs to be wider in order to get in the bag, but I guess we'll see once I get it done. So I'm going to change out my zipper foot. I'm going to use some black bias binding, and that is what I'm going to bind the seams with, because the lining is being added as we go. So maybe this would be much easier if I did this right now. So maybe so. I'm still not certain how I'm going to top stitch my second side of the bag. So, but let me get this down. Boy, that stinks. Let me see if I can get that in there. Might do it with the zipper foot. Well, come on. Little by little. Okay, so let's see, how is this going? All right, so the zipper is going on this side. Let's see. I'm gonna get the side seam clipped first. Yeah, I think the part I'm not gonna like about the bag is the zipper needs to be longer, where it opens up more and less of the zipper tabs. So now I'm going to sandwich it up this way, and then I'll worry about top stitching when I get there. Okay. Let's do this again. Yeah, I want the zipper foot on. 3/8 of a seam allowance. a zipper pull and see if I can get it up out of my way. There we go. I couldn't put the magnet on the other side yet because I don't know where this flap is going to lay at. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so it's going to hang like this. And it's, well, I hope I didn't put it too short this time. And it's going to be in a circle. And I'll show you what I mean about I think the zipper's not big enough opening. Ah, look at that. I like to get down in my purses better than that. Okay. So now I got to figure out how to get this top stitched. I guess you're not going to see it, so it wouldn't hurt if it didn't get top stitched. Maybe I could turn it this way and go from the inside up. Sometimes it's easier to sew from the inside. You know, I should probably just sew all this around to make it one piece as well. So it might be easier to manipulate. I'm going to give her a try. I remember having to do this to another bag. I don't know what bag it was, but I want to get my zipper pull out of my way. Ah, come on. Right there. I think I got it. Come on. Come on. Got it. I was fretting about that and it wasn't that bad. Okay, I am going to sew, oh, I don't know. I cut the lining and the main panel the same size. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like it fits. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, I'm changing my zipper foot and I'm putting the sides on, and my bag is done. I did want to put some feet down here, but I don't think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to shut the camera off, change my foot, and sew around to make this all one piece. All right, I'm going to put one of my side pieces on, and I got to put it back inside out. Let me turn you up a little bit so you can see me. Okay, so this is the zipper would be the up part. I guess that would be important to know. Okay. And another thing I forgot to do. Mark for my magnet. So I am going to try to line this up so the pockets are facing up the best I can, and pin one down and look at it. I think I'll just baste it in place just so I can see. Now with the circles, you're probably going to have to do some clipping so it lays flat. And I haven't clipped yet, but I will. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this done. You understand what I'm doing. So far, it doesn't even seem like I got a clip, but I'm sure I do. It's lining up very good. Really nice. The seams don't seem too thick. Okay, so this is the top of my bag. The pocket looks good. So I am going to sew it just on top of itself like this. And like I said, I think I'll baste it just to see how it looks. Getting it under there. Okay, here we go. Now the trick is trying to get it all around the circle. It's not that bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse than what it is, and it's not too bad. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. Almost to the top where I started. Now, before I turn it, I am going to clip I'm going to clip. Oh. I got to get sharper scissors. All right. probably could cut some of the seam allowance, but I don't want to because I'm going to be binding this so the seams are not exposed on the inside. So far, my still biggest disappointment is the zipper needs to be open wider. But let's turn this and just see what this looks like. See if my sewing was straight enough. Oh. I used a 3/8 seam allowance. All right, let's see if my vision of the bag I wanted to make looks like anything in my mind. Okay guys, I think it's going to be exactly the way I wanted it. So I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm going to get the other side done, and then I'm going to come back and show you once the strap's on. So hope you enjoyed my little tutorial of me making one of my bags, my own design, my own idea that I stayed up a few nights trying to figure out how to make it work. So thanks Chris for cheering me on all the time, telling me to keep going. All right, here is my finished bag. Flap to cover up the zipper, and it snaps. I think it snaps. I just can't get it with one hand. Okay, on the side is a small pocket. I'll turn it around the back. There's the back. On this side, there's a larger pocket if you throw your cell phone in. Here's your D-rings to hang it. I did not make my straps yet because I didn't know if I wanted to try to use some chains. This is off of an old purse, but try to hang it with some chains or not. Let me open it up for you. This is the part of the bag I want larger, the zipper. Okay, I couldn't open it with one hand. So there's the zipper. I would like the zipper a little larger, but it is, after it's sewed into the seam allowance, there isn't much more room. But it's all lined inside, no pockets. I used the binding for inside. So I'm not going to be able to close it with one hand. So there you have it, my barrel bag. Now I'm going to go make a strap and I'll show you the finished product. Now I'm going to go finish the strap, and then I'll get back and show you what I come up with. think I ran out of bobbin thread. Holy moly. I only had that much left to sew and I ran out of bobbin thread. Awesome.